It is another day, and another child of a celebrity is out making headlines for claiming to be so-called transgender. On top of that, their celebrity parent is using the announcement to make headlines themselves. The celebrity in question is Robert DeNiro, and his son is claiming to be a woman, which he cannot be because men cannot become women and women cannot become men. Nevertheless, we are being deluged with this absolute nonsense from celebrities and the news media. Roll this up over at phantompulse.com. You can find the link in the description below. And De Niro's son, Aaron, originally spelled Aaron, or how it is still spelled, now claims to be a woman and has changed the spelling of his name to Airyn and claims to be a woman, announced that he is now pretending to be a woman in an article with them at the end of April. He told the outlet, trans women being honest and open, especially in public spaces like social media, and getting to see them in their success. I'm like, you know what? Maybe it's not too late for me. Maybe I can start. So another admission that they are announcing this absolute nonsense stuff because no one is actually pushing back and saying this stuff is nonsense. They're not seeing anyone say, no, this is wrong. You shouldn't be doing this stuff. We saw this with the Stranger Things actor Noah Schnapp, when he was coming out and saying that he was living a homosexual life. He literally said almost the same thing. Well, I saw all of these people getting all of this praise and stuff, so I was like, well, I might as well get some of that praise too. And we're seeing that exactly here from Aaron. It just shows how bad social media can be when these disordered lifestyles are pushed as normal. You start seeing these people adopt this stuff because they want that attention. They want that attention. They want to be noticed, especially these children of these celebrities, because they feel like they're in the shadow of their celebrity parents. And this guy isn't like a teenager. He's 29 years old. Anyways, De Niro reacted to this statement, telling Variety, I loved and supported Aaron as my son, and now I love and support Aaron as my daughter. I don't know what the big deal is. The big deal is that you are literally pushing absolute nonsense because men cannot become women and women cannot become men. That is the big deal. It also shows that you're an absolutely terrible parent. Because, as you say here, I love all my children. If you actually did, you would be trying to get your son to stop making these absolutely insane announcements, stop trying to normalize this stuff to other people, get him the help that he clearly needs to overcome whatever issues that he is suffering that led him to make this decision or pretend to be a woman. If you truly loved your kid, you would be getting them help. You wouldn't be running to Variety talking about how like you don't know what the big deal is. That is not love. Because remember, to love someone is to will the good of another. It is not this emotional nonsense that Hollywood and our media has tried to push on us. It is actually to will the good of another, and you are not willing the good of another by having them engage in disordered behavior, such as pretending to be a woman and then trying to get other people to buy into that nonsense too. Because even in this little short statement here we get from Aaron, he clearly, I think, is trying to inspire others as well. Pop culture critic Mary Morgan, who co-hosts Pop Culture Crisis, highly recommend that show. Every day, I think at 3 o'clock Eastern time over here on YouTube, speculated that De Niro's announcement is a cry for attention. Aaron De Niro's announcement. She said, given what I've read in this interview, this 29-year-old is trying to regress publicly for the sake of getting attention because after living in the shadow of these famous parents of yours, you feel like you need to make a name for yourself. And the easiest way to do that in this day and age is to come out. That's the simple truth of the matter. And if you go through and you read that whole interview with them, it clearly indicates he's trying to use this opportunity to jumpstart his own acting career that has kind of floundered. So I definitely think that analysis has some validity to it there from Mary. And then after reading a portion of the interview with them where Aaron De Niro claimed he was inspired by Halle Bailey's hairstyle from the live action The Little Mermaid film. Morgan said, so that's just a grown man regressing into childlike behaviors to seek attention. I definitely feel like there is something to that as well, as I initially said. She also blasted Robert De Niro, saying, and then Robert De Niro gets the perfect opportunity to publicly support it and then get praise as a result. It's just the perfect opportunity to make yourself seem like a hero, and people will praise you for being a good ally parent, when that is the opposite of what is actually taking place. He's being an absolutely terrible parent, and he should be ashamed of himself for his poor parenting skills. He should have been trying to help his son deal with whatever issues that he is having. Instead, he's out here going to Variety and seeking his own praise from the Hollywood press and obviously his Hollywood peers. It's disgusting and sick. It's absolutely sick. And it just shows you how much this stuff has already been normalized when celebrities have no issue doing this kind of absolute insanity. I mean, this is something that no one should be engaging in. It shouldn't even be thought of, yet you're getting praise from it from the Hollywood media. It's sick. It's sick stuff. As for De Niro's claim that he loves all his children, it seems apparent that this is not the case, as he is encouraging his son to live in this disordered lifestyle and is doing so publicly. One cannot truly be willing the good of another, which is the definition of love, by encouraging his child to live a disordered lifestyle. Just kind of echoing what I'd already said there. And then Morgan, actually, Mary notes this while discussing another actor, Dylan O'Brien, being called out by his sister, who pretends to be a man. A little bit of a typo there. And Mary said if he really did care, he would have discouraged his sister from going through with that procedure, which mutilates her for life. And I think you can apply that to De Niro as well. Unclear if De Niro's son has done anything like that, but you should be discouraging that behavior from your children. You should be trying to get them help. You should not be going to Variety and saying like, oh, I don't really see what the big deal of it is. I just love all of my children. It's like, if you really did, you would be trying to get your child help. You would not be issuing these nonsense statements that are just clearly, I think, as Mary says, attention-seeking to Variety. You would be finding a therapist, seeking a priest, doing something to actually get your son the help that he needs. That is what a parent who actually loves his child would be doing, not running to Variety for pats on the back. It's just sick behavior here from these Hollywood celebrities. But let me know what you guys make of Robert De Niro, his statement, and then his son coming out and saying that he is now a woman when men cannot become women. Let me know in the comments below. Remember to always be charitable, especially to each other, and to always, always speak the truth.
Why would you be afraid of the people? Why are you not afraid of God instead of man?